It says I'm live. Am I live? I think I'm live. Am I? The ticker's going. There we go. Hi. Hi, everybody. Happy full moon in Aries. And I got on my rock. Okay. Ha ha ha. Love you. I got to get my rock. Got it. Okay. Hi. Sorry. Welcome. Just a lot just happened and didn't happen there all at the same time. Welcome. We're going to do a little full moon in Aries stuff tonight. I am your host, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions, the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. Hi. Busy day. Doing this on a Thursday night, October 1st, the blood moon. I hear people posting about its harvest moon. Harvest moon was last full moon. We are in full-on blood moon. Because it's also, we're going to have a blue moon this month when the moon goes full again on Halloween. And then what would you have? A blue blood moon? We're talking like this. Oh, it's fabulous. Where's the caviar? Oh, is there croissant? Oh, blue blood. Whatever. What? Your lighting looks amazing. Why, thank you. Thank you. The glorious results of a misspent youth in theater arts. I'll tell you that. I was a model for a while. I had a friend of mine call me today and say, on your Instagram, you absolutely look nothing like that in person. You're extremely photogenic. And I go, look, it's me. I'm not, pulling a Sam Merlot on you. You know what he went through to turn into another human being. That was hard. Hello, Mal. Hello, Meow Meow. Hello. Thank you so much. I brushed the hair out. I didn't feel like futzing with it over much. I had it up in a clip all day long, and I didn't feel like taking the shower. I'll probably shower after this, wash off the day. Hello, Julia. Hello, sweethearts. Plural. Boy, have I got an agenda for us tonight to play with. A little list. I wrote some stuff out. We're not going to do, I think I'm letting go of the old format of, 10-10 wins, make a wish and all that stuff. I think maybe we've gone past that. I mean, it's also, that was different when we were doing it at one point we were doing live streams 5 times a week, right? During the initial lockdown, staying within your own home for self-care and public reasons. I still have to watch what you say, and that's fine. My arm is working this evening. I'll give you a hand for your arm working. So I'm going to ask that tonight. I might have to say it a bunch of times, and if it's going on while I'm working, maybe someone else can say it as well. That tonight we got a lot to do, a lot to cover. I mean, I just don't want to okay, here's the spell, let's do it and be done. No, I'm a teacher. I'm going to lay some groundwork. So hopefully somebody who is relatively new to this stuff, thank you, Mal, for the super chat, $1.99. Thank you. So that hopefully people that are new, not just to my channel, but perhaps to even the idea of doing something with intention, prayer, spell, decree work, whatever, has a little bit of background. And you know me, I don't even like doing chants in other languages unless they're translated, right? It's that's just how I am. Raised by a lawyer. That'll do it to you. Make sure you read that fine print. So we got a lot to talk about tonight. So if we get into any side conversations, if somebody comes in the room and their hair is on fire and they need help, really my initial response is dial 911 because nothing I can do. But if someone really is in pain, that's a different story. You'll watch me. I've done it plenty of times before. Try and mitigate the situation. I just don't think YouTube live chats are the best venue for that, really. If you're going through that kind of pain and trauma, call 911. But that's me. That's also my training too. There's only so much you can do via a live feed. That being said, I want to kind of move things in that direction of staying focused tonight so that we're not here all night. Because the actual piece of magic, the full moon intention stuff that I got for this violet fire crown chakra coals, I've got it. This was posted in the Angelo Lyons Mal for Short private Facebook group so that everybody could have it ahead of time if they wanted to familiarize themselves with it. But yeah, it's something that came through last week, so I want to talk about that too. So you can see we just got a lot of check boxes on my Virgo checklist to hit tonight. So, you know, if anybody feels like throwing some cash at me, go right ahead. If anybody feels like people suggesting people throw some money at me, go right ahead, because this is apparently how you make the big bucks on YouTube until you get membership. That's why my next big goal is 30,000 subscribers. I haven't even hit 2,000 yet. But that's when you can do memberships. And then like I can have member content only, and we could do private streams just for members. And it's just very, very different, right? It's just a very, very different paradigm entirely. So yeah. So we're going to dive into this momentarily. It's just 10 p.m. now. That's when I put it out into the world that we would be starting at 10 p.m. You know, I like to get here a little bit early. So our agenda for tonight, if you want to call it that, welcome, which I'll do officially in a minute, an opening prayer like I do. We're going to talk about Aries, the full moon that we're at right now, Libra sun, Aries moon. I've got some archetype cards on the table just to give you some ideas of like what you could work with if you've never worked with an Aries moon, let alone an Aries full moon, let alone an Aries blood moon, right? That's a lot. That's a lot. We're going to talk about that a little bit. Then we're going to talk about its connection with Mabon and the crown chakra with the violet fire and the violet fire piece of amethyst. If you heard ahead of time to grab a piece of amethyst, I hope you did. Otherwise, you can watch this one again and just have it with you, you know, and that's fine. It's really a touchstone. This isn't really technically a spell. It's more like a chant or a decree with a carrier, a focal point, something to carry the energy with, which I guess is kind of what a magical tool is. We're going to review the spell itself. It's really not a spell. We're going to talk about that. We're going to review it and then say it together in a repeat after me. And then we're going to go into a meditation, blessing the entire world with the violet fire. And then we're out. All right. So that's why like there's too many like tangents. Like my favorite tangent, Melchior the cat. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, Melchior Morrison Lyons. MML, of course. Why not? You're going to be narcissistic, right? Name your cat. Give them some ideas. Yes, my Melchior Morrison Lyons. He's been reincarnated with me a few times. So yeah, like little tangents like that. You know, I mean, I'm always down for a song lyric or a pun, but you know, we're going to try and stay on track tonight because it is Thursday night. Some people, pretty much everybody has to work tomorrow. I have to work tomorrow. 3 more videos and we're done with the readings that should have been done today but weren't. So it's okay. Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, I'll do tomorrow and have them up at least by 5 p.m. And then I would like to take the weekend off, but I don't know. The soulmate reads are next, and I want to do extendeds for those. That's another week of 24 weeks. Ready? FML. The things we choose for ourselves. So I'm seeing that more people are populating the room. We are going to get started. I'm going to give it another 2 minutes so we can say that we did the opening prayer, but I can at least say welcome to anybody who just got into the room. Welcome to our Aries full moon 2020, a little piece of magic, a little something I want to pass along. I wouldn't say we're on a strict schedule. I mean, I can keep this going all night long. But I do know, for example, that like Maul's probably going to have to jump out a little bit early, right? And so I kind of want to get to the meat and potatoes of tonight, pardon me, vegans, a little earlier on rather than the back and forth and the chatting and the stuff, which we can do any other time if we want. Plus, we also have a private Facebook group we can do that in anytime. All somebody has to do is start a chat. So cool. It is, yeah, I'm going to give a few more minutes. Anybody in the room wants to shout out, say hi, say hi. Otherwise, I would appreciate it if everybody plays nice tonight. Not that we have had any problems with that, but it is a moon in Aries, a full moon in Aries, and we are going to be talking about that quite a bit. Now, is that my J Grace? Is that Janet Grace? There's my Mari. Is that my Janet Grace? I have a feeling that's Janet Grace. The I have a feeling it's hi. Hey, are you Taurus? Wonderful. I mean, it's so funny. The people that come into the room, like, weepa. The people that I've known for decades, as well as the people that are brand new that come and hang out with me here on YouTube. It's pretty awesome. You know, my company's name is Drawing the Circle Productions originally because it was about drawing the different people together in my life from the different circles I belonged in, right? Like the theater world, the magical world, and my friends from school, and you know, like having a place to bringing people together with spirit. That's the motto of the company. So kind of manifested that, you know, definitely lived up to its mission statement all these decades. Listening while, oh, I put little guy to bed. I understand, Mari. You know, Mari and Janet Grace, the two of you would have a lot of fun together. I just have a feeling. Just have a feeling. Call it a hunch. Call it a witch hunch. Not a witch hunt, a witch hunch. All right, it's 5 minutes after. Everyone get settled in. We are going to take a few deep breaths. We're going to do an opening prayer, and we were going to get into tonight's full moon in Aries magic. Everyone, please take a nice deep breath. You too, Melchior. Everybody get grounded and centered, even if that just means nestled in on the couch, right? If you fall asleep, you fall asleep. That's fine. It's later at night. I wouldn't consider this late night, but maybe it's late for some of you. So if you are prone to falling asleep, please make sure you are supported by pillows and cushions and that you don't fall over into, say, a lit candle. And we'll move you over a little bit. I mean, the lighting is a little bright in here for me because you can't even see that the candle, she is lit, but she is. So everybody settled in. Thank you. Everybody close your eyes and breathe. Or don't close your eyes as you feel it. But the thing about lunar stuff is it's internal, right? So take a moment at least to turn your senses inward, to relax. How do you know you're relaxed? You're sensing. You're turning inward. Scan your body from head to toe, just like a searchlight of awareness, moving down into the little nooks and crannies where you usually hold tension, right? Back of the neck, the jaw, the scalp, right? And just lovingly give silent permission to just relax. Like sometimes I don't even realize my shoulders are up around my ears until I focus there. It's like, oh, just awareness with the breath. To really get yourself situated in the here and the now. I'm going to make sure I have both feet firmly planted on the floor, but you do you. And with the body relaxing, allow the mind to do what the mind's going to do for a few minutes while all you do is breathe. To even just listen to your own breath. Or maybe just listen to mine. Or maybe just to listen. And in that listening, find stillness. Because that stillness allows us to relax parts of ourselves we're not even aware of. When we're breathing here and now. It's not so much we search for our center, is that our center just rises into our awareness is always there. Because it is always here. It hasn't gone anywhere. We lose track of it. And nor do we really have to drill our energy down into the earth through our feet, right? We're always in the body. Maybe not when we're sleeping, but We're here, but are we now? And I'm going to offer prayer here, but you don't even have to focus on that. Just allow this moment to be your prayer. Allow the silent witness of everything that's going on from the core of your being outward to be your prayer. But certainly allow your breath to bring you everything that you need in this moment until the next breath. As it's from this place, I offer this full moon in Aries prayer. Dearest God, Goddess, all that is, we surrender this time spent together to you. May it serve your purposes, because we're here only to be truly helpful. We're here to represent you who sent us, so we don't have to worry about what to say or what to do, because you who sent us are directing us, and we are content to go wherever you wish, knowing that we do not go there alone. Please show us what you would have us do, where you would have us go, what you would have us say, and to whom, that together as one, we may heal our own hearts, our own minds, our own lives from within. And through the quantum entanglement of unity consciousness, the one heart, the one mind, the one life, the one breath, the one crown chakra, find our ability to respond with grace and gratitude, transformation and forgiveness for our well-being. And as we heal, the well-being of all and the healing of all from the inside out, we surrender this night to you. And I surrender myself to you. Use me. Use my nervous system, my chakras, my interior ley lines, my archetypes, my lenses, my prayer, my voice, my breath, that it may be used for the one, that we may anchor in an activity of light and healing and transformation through gratitude and forgiveness, the freedom we seek to manifest our heart's desires, known and unknown, into this new world that is already in the crucible. Thank you. Thank you. Use me. Thank you. So motivating. And so it is. Hey, y'all. Take a minute. Take a hot second. I do have a bottle of water here. It's just water. If I wanted the drink, it's right behind me. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing a shot of tequila on an Aries moon at home. No. But give me a little tickety tap. Let me know you're in the room. Anybody feels like super chatting, you go right ahead. Think of it as tossing a coin to your witch. Oh, Valley of Plenty. Oh, Valley of Plenty. Hey, Meow Meow. Meow Meow, thank you so much for the new graphic, whatever we're going to call it, icon, whatever. We'll talk. We'll talk this weekend about what we're going to do with it, what we can do with it, and all of that, merchandising and all of that. Good. Just wanted to see that people are grounding and coming back into the room as we can now continue. So we are at the new moon, the blood moon, the full blood moon, October 1st here. And it is in Aries, which means that the sun is in Libra and the moon is in the sign of Aries. Now, usually you look to the lunar part of it to get the indicative piece, right? What is the type of magic? What is associated with Aries? Well, the thing about the 12 signs of the zodiac is they are gestalts. They hold, if you like, hundreds of different sub-patterns within them. Sort of like Costco's of symbolic soul power, right? So going through my Carolyn Mace archetype deck, I pulled out a couple of things associated archetype card-wise for us to just consider. Because when the moon is in Aries, I don't care, full moon, half moon, dark moon, new moon, doesn't matter. The magic appropriate to it is magic for yourself, right? The first house, self, personality, ego. So you kind of have carte blanche, right? You don't have to get permission from yourself to do it, right? I've always found that to be the easiest. but that's also the moon. So more the internal stuff, right, than the external stuff that you can work with the powers of the sun, which is in Libra. So a couple of things that I just wanted to bring up in case you're like, oh, what should I use this full moon for? Because we're going into a waning moon, which is about dissolving something, removing something, banishing, waning, not waxing, breaking down, not building. So I thought, what better than a couple of archetype cards to just give you some idea of the shadow aspect that you might resonate with, so that you could say, oh, over these next 2 weeks, I'm going to work on alchemizing that shadow, that lead, into light or gold. Like, for instance, the warrior archetype, right? What Aries, god of war, technically Ares in Greek mythology, Aries in the zodiac. The shadow attribute, trading ethical principles for victory at any cost, indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. Now, you might not see that as a physical violence thing that you might deal with, that kind of thing. But what about like winning at checkers, right? The warrior, win at all costs, right? Doesn't matter if they get hurt. It's a game. Like my family with Monopoly, we burned the boards. It's just not good. It's just not good, right? We have that warrior competitive thing in us, not so much the athlete, right? So if you have this within you, now imagine as you heal that within yourself, I have it written down here, holographic responsibility and service. As you heal this within yourself, you're healing it holographically in the world. So shifting that into strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. See? So you go, oh. So if that just went like a little jabbity jab, 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 have a look at that. The heroine archetype I associate as well with Aries, the shadow attribute, escapism and a false sense of heroism, right? False sense of it. The light attribute, passion for a journey of personal development. And this is when Joseph Campbell's talking about the hero's journey. This is what he's talking about, not so much the cape and cowl kind of deal. The king archetype. Ready? See if this rings any bells for you. The shadow attribute, excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraint. Nah, nothing crosses my mind. Can't think of anybody. The light attribute, enlightened, benevolent leadership benefiting those in your charge. Do you see the possibilities for alchemy? The avenger archetype, the shadow, resorting to violence in the name of a cause. Bueller. The light attribute, desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society and or oneself. And I would put that not just in the Aries category, but the Libra category as well for that, bringing things into justice. Everybody following along here, not losing anybody along the way? Because then we got the rebel archetype. So rebellious Aries can be. The shadow attribute, rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. To me, that's what New Wave was. New Wave was sort of the suburban version of punk. And even punk in New York was punk that came over from London, right? So know your history, right? So the light attribute challenges authority to affect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. I mean, this is alive and well and going on the planet. So if you're like, what should I work on within myself? How about the destroyer archetype? The shadow attribute, intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams and potentials. Have you ever? Light attribute, releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. Because when a volcano explodes, all of that volcanic ash is very mineral-rich fertilizer. Essentially, that's why the Hawaiian Islands are so green, right? So just an example, right, of a couple of the Aries things that, I mean, I've got tons more here. I've got some for like, for instance, how about the child archetype, first sign of the zodiac? How's your inner childhood? Did you know that there's a wounded child archetype and that there's a divine child archetype and an eternal child archetype and a magical child archetype and a nature child archetype and an orphan child archetype, all of which are about safety and innocence? And look what we're going through. These are the internal magics that we're going to be looking at tonight whether we look at them directly or not, putting them into practice for not just tonight, not just a once and done, but setting forth an initiation of will, intention, really fire, earth, air, water, and spirit, for our own healing individually that heals the all. You with me? Bueller is in there. Tap, tap, tap. I'm not going to smudge my lens. Okay. I'll give you guys a minute to catch up. Yep. Okay. Good. Hey, hey, hey. Hello, Vola. How are you, my darling? Okay. All right. So you sort of get the idea. Keep this in mind. That's the lunar part of it. The solar part of it is we are still in the Sabbat of Mabon, autumnal equinox, 7th chakra, 7th Sabbath, right? We'll hit Samhain next, and that's the 8th chakra, which is fascinating because the 8th chakra is the home of the archetypes, which is where all our Halloween costumes come from. We will get to that later in the month. So the thing about the crown chakra and its connection to this is it's our time to what? Harvest the wisdom, right? Go back and watch what we talked about around September 22nd, right? I did some live streams and stuff about Mabon, but it's connected to spiritual gratitude, spiritual thanksgiving. But then I started, right. Oh, thank you, Lavola. Thank you, sweetheart. Hey, Erin. Hey, Erin. How you doing? I'm waving at your name when you're looking there. Right after Mabon, I started doing some crown chakra work. Now, my book, Words of Grace, hopefully will be turned into a Kindle book by the end of the year, beginning of next year. But in that book, it's a chakra by chakra kind of, it's a book about that, about the graces and the chakras and how they're all integrated with the Sabbats and all that stuff. The two chakras I associate with, the two graces that I associate with the crown chakra are the grace of wisdom and the grace of illumination, right? Spiritual power, which is very transcendent. And so I started working with it, and my guides told me to grab an amethyst. Now, I have a tumbled amethyst. I don't even remember where I got this from. It might be like that old. I've had it for that long. So they started coaching me on something called violet flame work, or violet chakra fire, crown chakra fire work, that has been on the planet for quite a long time, from what I understand. Now, you can go back to the I Am discourses. God, that was that beginning of the turn of the last century that stuff started coming through. But then there was the work of Elizabeth Clare Prophet. In other words, for a certain time in history, all the spiritualists and theosophists and all of them were channeling the crap out of Saint Germain and the Violet Flame. He was like the Elvis of the Ascended Masters at the time. Now, a French count, right, long time ago, but for some reason he started piping his shit through people by the fucking truckload, right? So if you actually Google or even put into YouTube Violet Flame, just like those two words, Violet Flame, I mean, you might get some drag queens, because that sounds like a fabulous drag name. Welcome to the stage, Violet Flame. Like Violet Chachki might get angry at that, though. Thorpe. But you'll see there's an extensive amount of work. So, I mean, I've been doing this stuff since I was a teenager. So some of the old decree work, it used to be called, wasn't a prayer, it wasn't an affirmation, it was a decree. It's actually commanding crown chakra fire to do certain things, very much like a spell or an invocation, but not. And one night, 2 in the morning, I'm sitting out there with this thing in the palm of my hand, crown chakra open, and they take a piece of my crown chakra or a flame of it and poop, put it in there so that it becomes like a coal. What does a coal do? A COAL holds the fire, right? If you want to take fire from one place to another, you take something that's lit, but you could also take a coal to carry it like from one oven to the next, right? So that's why this is called a a violet fire crown chakra coal. This is what makes it a little spell work-ish. But it's really, I don't want to say it's like a gratitude stone because that's a little too Rhonda Byrne for me. Ooh, Rhonda Byrne, right? It's a little too much The Secret. And I have my issues with The Secret because it was never a fucking secret to begin with. But that's another podcast in and of itself, and this is named a podcast. So this is a carrier of your own crown chakra energy that is, however, imbued with specific intentions, and that's where we come through with what they had me. I was literally speaking it into my phone as it was auto-correcting it. And of course, I edited it. I'm a Virgo. But that is what I'm going to share with you tonight. So does everybody hear? Hi, High Priestess. How is everything on the high seas, sweetheart? Is everything down under? Good on you. I love you, sweetheart. So if everybody got themselves an amethyst, this is what we are going to be, pick your word, charging, charming, enchanting, and casting, and sorceling, implanting, impregnating. Pick your word, tuning. But just like the idea of a gratitude stone, here we go. This is how we are going to fast track ourselves through these times of intense hardship and adversity that we are going through. Gratitude, the attitude of gratitude is one of increase, but I have learned through Matt Kahn's book, which is of course on the other side of the room, The Universe Always Has a Plan, 10 Golden Rules for Letting Go. The third one, hardships can be fast-tracked through thankfulness. And the mantra for that kind of brought all this through was, thank you for this gift. Thank you for this gift. Thank you for this gift. We've talked about this before in these chats. But get that that's crown chakra. That's saying the soul knows there's a gift in this somewhere. In everything in our lives, everything has a gift to it. How hallmark, but also spiritual truth, right? Everything is happening to us. No, sorry, reverse that. Everything's happening for us, not to us. I always get that screwed up. It's a Course in Miracles thing, right? So what the violet flame does is takes whatever you project it into you and transforms it with the energy of, ready? Wisdom, grace of wisdom, the grace of illumination, forgiveness, but true quantum forgiveness, which goes into the first golden rule that Matt talks about in his book, The Universe Always Has a Plan, which you've done nothing wrong. This is a quantum game that souls choose to come into and are chosen to come into. And right now, we are in probably one of the most exciting times that this planet has ever seen. I know, a shit show if you're down here. But from the outside looking in, this is like the Renaissance. This is like when Atlantis sank. This is when like Lemuria was ripped out of the electromagnetic field, right? This is like a big one, right? And it's the Great Awakening and the Apocalypse at the same time, right? It's gosh darn it, it's a floor wax and a dessert topping the time that we're in. So specific, such a specific reference. Only like two of you are going to get that joke, that reference at least. So this is our thing through holographic responsibility as we learn how to forgive ourselves and others, and not the old quantum way. No, from the old, they're screwing my words around, not the old Newtonian physics, right? Subject and object, never the twain shall meet, but understanding there's only one of us. Unity consciousness, because I swear to you, the only way we're going to get through this is by understanding we are all one, not that we're all interconnected. That's cute. We're all one. We're all one light through an infinite number of prisms and lenses to appear to be different, right? A huge hologram. We good? We good. Janet Grace is vibrating. That doesn't shock me. Good. You're with me. All right. Just making sure I'm not leaving anybody in a ditch somewhere. Because like I said in the beginning, we had a lot to cover tonight. Boys, come on downstairs. Teenagers, give them an inch, they swim all over you. Go lay down. Savvy. Got in my way. Anyway, yeah, Moon and Aries, right? So look at all the anger and the tension and everything that's going on planet Earth, right? All the division, all this intensity, right? Well, this is what we're going to do next. We're going to take this crown chakra. We are going to implant it, enchant it, whatever you want to say, into something. And it's not, yes, There are healing properties in all forms of quartz. Everything is God. Everything is spirit. E equals MC squared, however you want to say that. But the power that this will really have is the power of your intention to heal and to forgive. And here's what I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to read this to you line by line. Now, if you want a copy of it, just go to the Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, private Facebook group. Subscribe if you haven't. It's in the announcements in the beginning of the Facebook group. You can literally copy and paste it right from there. But I don't want you to memorize this. I want you to take the seed of it into yourself. That didn't sound so not how I wanted to say that. Take the essence of it into yourself. Let it move through you and let it inspire your own words, your own prayer. Because some of these are definitely, like there's one part of it, violet flame, blaze, blaze, blaze. I'll read all that to you. We'll go through it line by line because I'm a Virgo. I want you to know what you're doing before you do it. I believe that might originally be from Elizabeth Clare Prophet. Now, there's a name to go look up. Elizabeth Clare Prophet. Last I heard, she was living in bunkers waiting for Armageddon back in the 90s. I guess she had a while to wait. Good thing you had them canned goods. I'm such a bitch when it comes to New Age 90s stuff because I fucking survived it. So you ready? Let's do this. This is called the Violet Fire Crown Chakra Coals, right? How to make one, essentially. So I'm going to read it first all the way through. It's 2 pages. The last part, the print is really big, though, so don't worry about it. And then I'll go through line by line, and then we'll say it together, right? And we'll do the repeat after me. But you got to hear it all the way through so you know what you're doing. Breathe. Violet flame. I am the violet consuming flame of the gods in action, dissolving and consuming all lies and illusions, deceptions and delusions in my body, my mind, and my entire world. I call forth this violet consuming flame of the gods in action to be completely self-sustained, the maximum that cosmic law will allow in duration and potency for the well-being of all. In grace and gratitude for the well-being of all that I am now. So that's the invocation part of it. You just set yourself, your crown chakra just went, so it's like all through you, right? Your body, your mind, your entire personal world. Now here comes the chanty part. Now there are 2 ways to say the word raise, 2 meanings that we're going to be working with. One is R-A-Z-E, like if something is raised to the ground, like when something burns all the way to the ground, there's nothing but ashes. So it was raised to the ground, right? So there's that meaning. But then there's also R-A-I-S-E, as in raise in vibration. Part 1, we're going to be used to burn it to the ground. Part 2, we're going to be raising it from the ash. You with me? A little phoenix action for you. Violet flame, blaze, blaze, blaze. Violet flame, Violet fire, violet flame, blaze, blaze, blaze. Violet fire, violet flame, raise, raise, raise. All lies, illusion, deception, delusion. 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 It's a lot. But this is what they had me doing for hours last week. Violet fire, violet flame, blaze, blaze, blaze. Violet fire, violet flame, raise, raise, raise. The earth, the air, the fire, the water. The earth, the air, the fire, the water. The earth, the air, the fire, the water. I am the heart of violet fire. I am the love the gods desire. So mote it be. And so it is. Right? So nothing in there about like actually torching the house. What this does is it's bringing it into your nervous system, allowing it to work not just in you, but through you. You with me? You with me here? Now, the weird thing today, I should be used to this by now after all these decades. The first Thursday of the month, Matt Kahn puts out this thing called Project Resolution. I swear I almost said Project Runway. It's been a long day. I did 4 readings today. And it's a live broadcast that you can listen to on his website. I just subscribe to it so I get the notification and all of that. Well, don't you know, part of what he did, not the whole thing, but part of what he did was violet. He called it the violet ray, which is the 7 rays and the ascended masters and all that stuff too. Just all the same thing said in a different way, right? So there was my confirmation. I'm like, I guess we're supposed to do this tonight. And also keep in mind, Aries, fire sign, like flame. Aries, ruled by the head, the crown, right? So it, like tumblers in a lock, it all just click, 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 clicked into place. Yep. Oh God, Project Runway, don't get me started. Hard pass, swipe left. So does anybody have any questions before we go through this? And we're gonna do a repeat after me. And there's gonna be lots of breath, lots of breath. Remember, the sun is in Libra, an air sign. You really want to shoot for, as best as you can, a balanced breath, right? Now, boys, what's going on? Boys, what? Nope. Okay. Sorry, they start to get up to shenanigans behind me while I'm working. So does anybody have any questions before we go into this? Because this isn't really a spell. It is a healing procedure. You can do violet flame work, and the more, and careful when you're finding free information, because free information is sometimes worth what you pay for it. There's been a lot of distortion of this stuff. Oh, and also I worked with a clairvoyant empath back when I first started the company by the name of Belinda Womack, W-O-M-A-C-K. If anybody can find her online, I haven't really looked for her, I've been really busy. But she's the one who brought in Chakra Fire as a whole new healing art form for me. Worked with her personally, knew her, she's great. I wonder how she is. Anyway, so if we're all good, then we're gonna rock and roll, because I have to keep in mind there's a time delay here. So, so I guess we're gonna do it. I'm already sweating like a whore in church. Let's rock. Okay. Now, you do not have to hold this thing on the top of your head. I swear, I would never make somebody do something goofy like walking around like this. We're just trying to, like, I don't know, crown chakra charm school. No, not necessary. You can hold it in your hands. But I'm going to say for this first part of it, I'm going to hold it in my left hand, because the first part of the invocation, it's coming into what? My body, my mind, my whole entire world, meaning my interior world. Does that make sense? The yin. So we're channeling it yin side first, and then I'm going to switch it to the hand that I don't write with. That I do write with. Fuck, they keep inverting me tonight. So energy comes in through my left, out through my right, because I write with my right. Energy's getting high. Got to do a little crossover here. Good. All right. Breath is important. And when after we do this, this is like the magic part of it. We're going to go right into a meditation, sending this out into the world. Take a nice deep breath. And just repeat after me. This is a good way to just activate the crown chakra anyway. Violet flame blaze forth. I am the violet consuming flame of the gods in action, dissolving and consuming all lies and illusions, deceptions and delusions in my body, my mind, and my entire world. I call forth this violet consuming flame of the gods in action to be completely self-sustained, the maximum that cosmic law will allow. in duration and potency, for the well-being of all, in grace and gratitude, for the well-being of all, that I am now. And so it is. Switch hands. Violet fire, violet flame, blaze, blaze, blaze. Violet fire, violet flame, raise, raise, raise. All lies, illusion, deception, delusion. 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 Violet fire, violet flame, blaze, blaze, blaze. Violet fire, violet flame, raise, raise, raise. The fire, the earth, the air, the fire, the water. 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 I am the heart of violet fire. I am the power, the God's desire. I am the heart of violet fire. I am the love, the God's desire. I am the heart of violet fire. I am the wisdom, the God's desire. I am the heart of violet fire. I am the change, the God's desire. I am the heart of violet fire. I'm the transformation, the God's desire. I am the heart of violet fire. I am the forgiveness, the God's desire. I am the heart of violet fire. I am the truth, the God's desire. I am the heart of violet fire. I am the grace, the God's desire. Violet flame, violet fire, blaze, blaze, blaze. Violet flame, violet fire, raise, raise, raise. All lies and illusion, deception, delusion. All lies and illusion, deception, delusion. All lies, illusion, deception, delusion. All lies, illusion, deception, delusion. Violet fire, violet flame, blaze, blaze, blaze. Violet fire, violet flame, raise, raise, raise. The earth, the air, the fire, the water. The earth, the air, the fire, the water. The earth, the air, the fire. The earth, the air, the fire, the water. Violet flame, blaze, blaze, blaze. Oh, violet flame, violet fire, raise, raise, raise. All lies, illusion, deception, delusion. 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 Violet fire, violet flame, blaze, blaze, blaze. Oh, violet fire, violet flame, raise, raise, raise. The earth, the air, the fire, the water. 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 I am the heart of violet fire. I am the love the gods desire. I am the heart of violet fire. I am the power the gods desire. I am the heart of violet fire. I am the wisdom the gods desire. I am the heart of violet fire. I am the change the gods desire. I am the heart of violet fire. I'm the transformation the gods desire. I am the heart of violet fire. I am the light the gods desire. I am the heart of violet fire. I'm the forgiveness the gods desire. And I am the heart of violet fire. I am the grace the gods desire. For the well-being of all and with harm to none. As I will it, so let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. Keep your eyes closed if they're already closed. If not, gently let them close. And I'm placing this amethyst chakra fire coal in my left hand and placing it upon my heart, and my right hand upon my left hand upon my heart. And I visualize in the center of my chest my emerald green heart chakra, the planet Earth herself. And with every breath I take, may the earth be blessed with violet flame. With every inhale and exhale we take as one, may the earth be blessed with the violet flame of transformation and forgiveness, transforming and consuming all lies, illusion, deception, and delusion from every heart and every mind of every sentient being on earth in every timeline and every lifetime. May every breath we weave as one, bring through this light of grace and joy and healing and transformation, dissolving and consuming all lies, illusion, deception, and delusion from our bodies, our minds, and our entire worlds, individually and collectively. With holographic responsibility and service for the well-being of all, we now project this violet consuming flame in, down, around, and through Mother Earth in all planes and dimensions, in all timelines of all lifetimes. May every heart, mind, and soul be blessed with crown chakra fire of gratitude, of transformation, of forgiveness. Thank you for this gift of violet fire. Thank you for this gift of adversity that's helping us heal. Thank you for this time of planetary ascension and spiritual awakening. Thank you for this gift of spiritual awakening. Thank you for this gift of spiritual alchemy. Thank you for this year of transformation. Thank you for the gifts that remain hidden. Thank you for the gifts that remain invisible to us. But may we receive them with the simple mantra, I thank you for this gift. 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 And I call forth this violet consuming flame of the gods in action to be completely self-sustained, the maximum that cosmic law will allow, in, down, around, and through all sentient life on planet Earth in every timeline and every lifetime. The maximum that cosmic law will allow in duration and potency for the well-being of all, until every incarnate soul is healed, forgiven, ascended, and free for the well-being of all. I say this. I am Elistoriel in Circeal Iona Lyra. I am the heart of the great central sun, and I am the son of the gods. I am the star, the shining star of Ariel, encircled in the Lyons of Lyra for the well-being of all. I say that I am, and so it is. So mote it be. I am the heart of violet fire. I am the bliss the gods desire. I am the heart of violet fire. I am the grace the gods desire. I am the heart of violet fire. I am the ecstasy the gods desire. That I am now. And so it is. Rock drop. Take a moment. Talk amongst your inner selves. Hey, yo. You know, while other kids were learning how to skateboard, I was learning runic chants. Yeah. Learning about the colors of light and dark. You know, finding the central pillar. Yeah. Take a moment. Ground yourself, come back into the room, right? Just give me a little tick. If you fell asleep, you fell asleep. You're not hearing me anyway. But I want to give you guys a little chance to feedback, because who else are you going to share this with? Not exactly water cooler conversation. Not that any of you are going to be around water coolers most likely. We good? Yeah. So now here's the thing. You have a magical tool. You have a chakra fire coal. It's like you took it's like you had a piece of Kingsford for the Kingsford edge, right? And you held it in your hand and you invoked it. So now it's always there. It's an eternal flame. Close your eyes. Give me your hand, darling. Do you feel my crown heating? Do you understand? Do you feel the same? Am I only schwitzing? Is this burning a crown chakra flame? Oh, that's a song lyric, isn't it? I just sang out of nowhere. Hydration. Hydrate for a better world. How are we all doing? Very soothing? Good, good, good. So now you've got your little piece, a little thing, and pass this on, right? You know, share this video with people that you think might like it. I mean, I'm funny. You may not get my sense of humor, and you can't really see that my hair is purple, which is probably a boon for some of them. But it's a very, very simple thing. And like I said, if you want this written down, it's in the Mark Angelo Lyons Mal for short private Facebook group. You can find it. It's just no one can see who or what is in it. And I like it that way. Oh, did you love the song? Did I just hit you with some bangles? I know. Little Susanna Ahoff side-eye, right? She is the queen of side-eye. Walk like an Egyptian and just cut them with that side-eye girl. Love her. But you know me and my girl groups. I always felt like I was the missing go-go. Oh, Jane, Kathy, Charlotte, Belinda. Who am I missing? Gina. How did we forget Gina? Oh, that last album that they put out, at least the last album that I have of them, God Bless the Go-Go's, is such a piece of work, such a genius to me. I will never forget that as long as I live. The Go-Go's. Anyway, so that's what I have for you tonight, my darlings. I hope you enjoyed. If anybody wants to tip me, now is the time. I'm getting ready to sign off. There are 12 of you in the room. You want to super chat me? See that little $sign thingy? Just click on it. Watch what happens. Because it really is my honor to do this, and I don't get to super chat all that much, particularly now that I'm doing the extended readings. I'm about to start another series of those, and that's 4. So that's 24 readings instead of 12. And if I do 2 a day, that's 4 readings. And if I do 3 a day, that's 6 readings. Did that make sense, right? So so I don't actually get to do as much because I'm burned out by the end of the day at 10 p.m. To super chat for you all. So if anybody wants to PayPal, Venmo, whatever you got to do, you know what to do. Otherwise, yes, happy October full moon. Now, this is the first of 2. This is the blood moon. We will have the blue moon on Halloween itself. Now, Maul, Flanders, Meow Meow, and I had discussed possibly doing something for Samhain out in the Hamptons. We still have to discuss that. They had some renovations going on at their house. So we'll see how that plays out. Nonetheless, who knows what the future holds. But what I recommend you do, thank you, Lavala. Oh, $9.99. Oh, thank you. Well, here, I think that deserves a little clavicle. That's as much as I strip. My mom might be watching this. I cannot disgrace my family in that way. What, you think being the gay purple witch of the family was easy for them? Let's not stress them any more than necessary. Meow. I love you all so very, very much. It was truly my honor and my pleasure doing this with you tonight. Now I feel like I've been carrying this for a week. Passing it on is what I had to do. So I'm going to sit outside with a candle for an hour tonight, most likely, and just blaze this throughout Mother Earth. And to anybody who crosses my mind, just going to be blessing and forgiving everyone with violet flame. So play with it. Come up with your own words. And by all means, make the best of where we are right now. Do the alchemy. Think about the healing that you can do for yourself, giving yourself the love. That's really my intention for this full moon going forward, a full moon in Aries, to really make a point of focus of giving myself the love that only I can give me, the approval that only I can give me, the acceptance, the forgiveness, the grace, the comfort that only I can give me. Because in that, we are all giving that to everything that breathes in this world through the quantum entanglement of unity consciousness. Yeah. Thank you all so very, very much for your time, for your patronage, for your subscriptions, right? For your love and your support, more than I can say. Thank you for the gift of all of you. So I'm going to be signing off now. Say it with me. Say it with me twice to be doubly blessed. My darlings, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be. Nighty night, blessed full moon.